Sexual violence is one of the most critical public health and human rights issue in Kenya today. The effects of sexual violence on victims' physical, mental, sexual and reproductive health of survivors are both short and long-term. In Mombasa, a criminal gang has been wreaking havoc on the residents, and among the victims are women and girls. This is the Coast General Hospital where sexual gender-based violence survivors come for treatment.
Ripoti ilikuwa ni mida jioni kitu saa 11 elekea. Tuenda pale, bosi wake akawa hajatoka kazini. Kila tukimpigia hajatoka kazini.
This happened at night. I was sleeping in my home with my sisters. Basically, we didn't have a male figure in the house. So it happened around 3 a.m.
I met two young survivors whose story involved tales of violations of their rights, abduction and robbery with violence.
It's like robbery plus rape case, because later, after all happened, we realized that the perpetrator entered the house through the window.
Within no time wakapiga simu tena. Sasa ule boss ni boss in quotes. Sasa kupiga simu akasema hata pale mko na waona.
Fatma and Rehema, not their real names, are hospitalized after they were raped by criminal gang members.
Nafsi kanisuta. Ndio nikaanza kusikia uoga. Ndio nikamuuliza swaiba yangu, mbona naona kuna mtu kule yuatujia kwenye venye twaenda yuaja hizo direction. Mashini like 100 meter waona bahari ndio ile pale. Akatuambia sasa hapa mmefika, ni kwetu. Ndio nyumbani kwetu. Kwa hivyo hapa mko kwetu, mtafanya vinye nataka.
Although both sexes suffer sexual violence, women are disproportionately affected.
Kuja begi nilikuwa nimebeba mgongoni. Akashika begi akanivuta nyuma. Ila naenda kujitoa begi, huyu mwingine akawa amenishika kanibana kwa shingo. Huyu mwingine ndio akanidunga na kisu hapa kwa titi.
But then after he took my phone and the money and the laptop ashangalia, and now he came into the bed akaniambia nifungue net. He had a weapon, so hakuna vile ningetetea. It was like a knife or a gun, because using his words he was threatening like a gun, like when I felt it, it was like a knife. So me hata sikuwa najua what is going on.
In Kenya, an estimated 32% of female and 18% of male were reported to have experienced sexual violence before the ages of 18. In most cases, the two mentioned a notorious gang in Mombasa called Wakali Kwanza.
Sasa ndio ukaambiwa msiangalie yoyote. Kuna mtu mmejua? Kaambia hapana.
Alipoingia kwa kitanda, that's when he blinded me with his hands. Now achana na flash alika kando, so akani blind na akanifunika mdomo.
And as Fatuma explained, most of the perpetrators are known to the victims.
Lakini mimi mwenye alikuwa anakuja nilimjua. Hata size leo hii nikapata naye nasema ni huyu. Na mwenye alikuwa ametusimamisha pale, sasa ndio namfahamu kabisa.
So when he blinded me alafu akanifunika mdomo, that's when was asking stupid questions. Have you been with a man, nini, your name, everything? Do you know Wakali Kwanza? So ikakuwa hivyo. So that's when after kunifunika mdomo, and then I was still fighting. If you're not cooperating, because I'm saying you're not cooperating, because that took like 5 or 10 minutes we are fighting kwa bed. If you're not cooperating, na kuingiza hii gun to your private parts.
The Mombasa Gender-Based Violence Resource Center has provided post-sexual violence care to more than 6,000 people reporting sexual violence, of whom 88% were female and over 50% were younger than 16 years since it was established in 2007. Over 90% of the perpetrators were family, neighbors, community members, or in some other ways known to survivors.
Me, I was just sweating and crying and trying to pray. I can't even pray.
Mwezi wa 8 hivi nilikuwa na zile sijui nazita hallucination. Yani mpaka nikitembea peke yangu najikuta ule ukanda wa niaza upi. Ama nimelala tu na naota nafahamiwa.
To many, the effects manifest in different ways.
That whatever we are doing is for the best interest of the survivor. She has to then narrate the story because again the court deals with evidence.
That's when he raped me. After raping me, akachukua the sheet of the bed, akaniambia nilale kabisa. There's no way I'm supposed to wake up from that bed.
Haja ikamatwa. Kuna madam uko pale, hata saizi huwa tuna communicate na yeye, akipata akishika, yani vijana tu akishikwa anatuita twende to identify kama tutawajua. Mpaka leo hii hawajaipatikana.
Most sexual violence cases are mostly swept under the carpet. The management of sexual violence is focused on physical injuries, STIs and pregnancy. Long-term follow-up with psychosocial counseling and legal support is suboptimal, and the strengthened integration of the services is needed to improve overall health and life outcomes.
Okay, pale awali sikuwa ina good time na mwanaume. Hata nikiendelea na kazi yangu nikute mwanaume naona ni wale wa kubaka watu. Nikiketi pahali labda wazee wakuja waketi waanze stories zao, naona wameanza zile story alafu watubaki hao. Sikuwa interest na mwanaume.
To attain the strategic development goal on gender-based violence, youth centers hold great potential to improve not only the health but also the legal follow-up and outcomes of sexual violence survivors. Saida Mwenye, a gender-based counselor at Coast Provincial Hospital in Mombasa, says by strengthening referrals to the police and other legal channels and by collecting good quality forensic specimens, it is possible to address the impact of sexual gender-based violence.
Majority of the survivors are below the age of 18, and so far up to the end of October we've attended to 7,801 survivors.
While this act continues to happen, the average age of the sex pest is between 20 and 40 years. A study carried out by ICRH Kenya in 2012 found out that of the victims, only 47% reported to the police, while 15% did nothing after being brutalized.
Kesi za gender ziwe zikichukuliwa kama kesi zile zingine. Maanake unaweza kupata mtu ameiba kuku, kesi yake inafanywa haraka na inaisha. Na hii kesi ya defilement inawekwa, ambapo inaweza kuwekwa hata ifike hata miaka 3, miaka 4. Sasa unakuta ule mwenye kumbaka anaachiliwa free. Maanake wanasema ushahidi hakuna wa kutosha.
And let's commit to zero sexual and gender-based violence and harmful practice against women and girls, because collectively we believe that these 3 zeros will transform the lives of women and girls.
Out of the 213 respondents who had been sampled, only 34% reported that their cases had been concluded. However, only 25% of those whose case had been concluded felt that they had received justice. The female population is most affected, with 56% women and 36% girls reported cases in gender-based violence resource centers. 1 in 3 Kenyan females has experienced an episode of sexual violence before attaining the age of 18. Between 39% and 47% of Kenyan women experience gender-based violence in their lifetime, among the highest rates in the world. Men are survivors too, with gender-based violence resource centers reporting cases rating at 5%, boys and 3% of men. 1 in 5 Kenyan men has experienced an episode of sexual violence before attaining the age of 18.
From this hospital from Coast indicate that most perpetrators of gender-based violence are men, with most crimes or most cases getting to the court and getting stuck there. For Ebro TV, I'm Odee Francis.